That's a little better. Morning. I'm Barret, and welcome to the Barret's Birthday Special episode. That's right. Even though it's not quite yet my birthday, today, the day that you're watching this, it is my birthday. What I did was, in the theme of going along with freaky deaky shows leading up to Halloween, I thought I'd make this episode about more of the scarier or more twisted kind of shows that I've seen recently. So I really hope you guys get a kick out of these. We're going to start with a Netflix movie called Nobody Sleeps in the Wood Tonight, and here's the trailer for it. Yeah, the best we could do was find this in German. The original is in Polish, and you can of course watch it with English, dubbed in English if you like instead. The premise is that there's this camp. All these kids that are there are addicted to technology, their cell phones and whatnot, just attached to their hips. And they've been dropped off there with no access to that stuff, and they're supposed to go hiking out in the boonies and hate every fucking second of it. It's a well-used plot. A bunch of kids at a summer camp getting killed by some kind of deranged killer. In this case, it's killers. I don't want to give too much away about it. Leave the surprises for if you decide to watch it. The show was graphic. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. To be honest with you, it freaked me out quite a bit. And there you go. Excuse me. That is the trailer for it. It was released last year in 2020. Its rating is TV mature, and its running time is 1 hour and 43 minutes. I really enjoyed this show. I like any kind of horror movie, as long as it's well done, and this show was well done. Fair acting, good effects. It was really gory and disturbing, like I said earlier. If those are the kinds of shows that tickle your pink, then I would highly recommend it to you. Our next series is on Netflix as well. I just finished it a couple of weeks ago. It's called The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf, and we're going to show you the trailer right now.
Do you know what's involved in making a Witcher?
I'd never heard of The Witcher until the third video game came out and I played it. It's a really cool world. The live action series is good, and this cartoon didn't fucking disappoint either. So if you played the games, or game like in my case, there's a character named Vesemir, and that's who the main character is, the guy there sitting in the hot tub.
Kill whatever is murdering our people in the woods outside our Barret. We'll take a chaperone too.
Fuck me, this show was really graphic and violent.
I know these forests.
Almost shockingly so.
Might have slightly underestimated you. Slightly.
Oh.
Suggesting the witch is staging its attacks.
Hunting monsters for coin wasn't enough.
So if you've never heard of The Witcher before, it's set in a fantasy world where these people who have gone through these pretty harsh, horrendous trials as children are mutated into these people with golden eyes and special abilities, magic and whatnot, and they're highly trained in combat. And they go around their world killing all the monsters, but they do it for a hefty sum. There's a pretty interesting plot for this film. I don't want to give too much away, but it's kind of a surprise at the end when it's the twist right near the end. So I really don't want to give too much away. But if you like cartoons and you've seen The Witcher or played The Witcher, actually, if I remember correctly, it's based on some books, so maybe you've even read it, and you haven't seen this one yet, I would really suggest that you give it a shot. I really liked it. Our next entry for today is another Netflix series. It's called Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. It's a series that came out just a few months ago, and here's the trailer for the first season. I'm not going to say too much about this. It's Resident Evil. The plot doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, but there's characters from the games like Leon that was really cool to see. So I'm just going to shut up now and we'll finish the trailer.
That day, that was hell. I remember people screaming.
Good graphics. It looks amazing.
They get bit and then they turn. You watch it spread. And spread. It's terrifying.
Leon? It's gotta be another outbreak.
I gotta go. Don't do anything stupid.
Raccoon City was the beginning. We can't let what happened stay buried. But if we went public with this, we could expose a conspiracy. I can't get anyone to go on record about the outbreak.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
We need to show the world that we are a strong nation, capable of protecting the
Oh yes, the free world. What would we do without you, America?
Source of hope to those who seek freedom. We cannot allow anyone to interfere with peace and prosperity.
What are you here for? That's classified. You know where the root of terror
Those rats were fucking disgusting.
starts with fear.
Disgusting. Fear. He was fucking freaky too. Alright, so that was the trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. It just came out this year in 2021. Like every other Resident Evil series or movie you've ever seen, it's rated TV mature, rated R. It's got graphic violence, lots of harsh language. Not for the faint of heart. As with all the other CGI films that they've made for the Resident Evil so far, this is different. It's a series, but it was really good. It was well done. The only problem I had with it was that it was too short. I think there's only 4, 5, or 6 episodes, so that was a little disappointing. It felt like there could have been maybe some more story given, and it could have enhanced it a bit more, but as it was, I was still happy with it. If you're a fan of Resident Evil and you like being freaked out and scared, this show is going to be right up your alley. The last entry for today is a little bit more serious. It's a documentary on Netflix, and it's called Conversations with a Killer, the Ted Bundy Tapes. This one was a little hard to watch when I did watch it, but I was kind of interested about him because I remember him vaguely when I was a little kid, because he was executed in the 80s. So here's the trailer for it, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, the only way he would agree to doing this type of a interview was if the questions were not directly related and asking him. So if it was posed in a third person kind of way, he would talk about it and like, oh, well, hypothetically speaking, a person of that nature. So he was able to get around. I think it was as a legal aspect. I believe the authorities thought that he would have been responsible for over 50 murders of young women, but they were only able to get him on a couple dozen, or maybe a dozen or something like that. But yeah, sure, he looks like a really fucking nice guy. Just a normal individual. That is just not right. Well, all right, that's the trailer for Conversations with the Killer, the Ted Bundy tapes. It's obviously rated TV mature. The subject matter is about a serial killer, so it's not for young people, or again, not for the faint of heart. This kind of subject matter is kind of hard for some people, and understandably so. It was just released a couple years ago in 2019. More of like a mini series or something like that. I don't expect there'll be any other kind of follow-ups after this. And then, like I said earlier, I remember when I was a kid when he was executed, and never really knew too much about him. So when this became available and I saw the trailer for it, I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to try to learn a little bit about this notorious, deranged, fucking crazy psycho. If that kind of subject is something that interests you, then it's definitely something that you should watch. If it's not, just give it a pass. That's it for this birthday special. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you guys really wanted to give me an awesome birthday present, please like and subscribe. Tell some of your friends about us. And you know what? Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you.